Hi there! Welcome to the July Patchoolia Schoolia online class. It's going to be all about hair, and I can see my phone lighting is doing some sort of weird yellow, orange, going into blue thing, so hopefully it's not too distracting for you guys during the class. I'm going to get started, and basically a rundown of what's going on today. I'm going to do reviews of all of doTERRA's hair care products, let you know what I think about them because I use all of them except for one. Then I'll give you an idea of some good essential oils that you can use for different purposes. I do have a bit.ly link where you can go, and if you go to that link, you'll be able to access a PDF, which is in my hands right here. And so that has the recipes that I'm going to demo, but actually a whole bunch more bonus hair DIY recipes as well. So I'll go over everything that's in here. I'll do a couple of DIYs, answer some people's questions, and then we'll call it a night. So hopefully just very simple. So I'm going to start with doTERRA's shampoo and conditioner. I've been a doTERRA customer for about 4 years, and I was even for a year or two prior to that, probably 2-3 years actually prior to that, I started experimenting with kind of going with more natural, less synthetic personal care products. So I have had some experience with that before I tried doTERRA. So I wasn't going completely from conventional products straight to doTERRA's natural products. I really like their hair care line. Hair care, if you're getting it from a health food store or like the natural food section in your grocery store, it can be kind of hit or miss. I find I have to do a lot more research about what works before I actually buy something, but these are all really good. So we got the doTERRA Protecting Shampoo and the Smoothing Conditioner. You can get them in this small 250 milliliter size. They are also both available in the giant 1 liter salon size bottles. So these last a very, very long time. This is my conditioner, and Steve and I just finished the giant shampoo together, and the two of us probably used that bottle for about like a year and a half. So you get yourself this, you don't have to buy a shampoo and conditioner for a very, very long time. I right away loved doTERRA's conditioner, but the shampoo was just kind of okay for me until I did one thing, and now it's my favorite shampoo I've ever used. So what I did is I started adding a drop of rosemary essential oil to my shampoo. Sometimes 2 drops come out. When I have my squirt in my hand, I do 1 or 2 drops of rosemary, mix it in, shampoo my hair. I find it up levels the shampoo, and my hair has never looked better. It cleans so well, the texture and the feel. It seems clean for a long time too, so I totally recommend try the shampoo, give it a try with rosemary essential oil as well. Both really good, shampoo and conditioner, totally recommend. The other 2 products in their hair care line, I haven't used quite as much, but I do like them. The one product is the Healthy Hold Glaze, and so this is their sort of like styling glaze. So if you use like just a small dollop, as they've suggested, it's a really nice kind of loose, gentle, soft hold styling product. I use it on my bangs when it gets long, because otherwise I start looking like Cousin It. So this helps kind of the swoop to happen a little bit, but it still looks natural, which is my style, right? So that's mostly how I use it. Very occasionally though, I do experiment with setting my hair in vintage styles. When I do that, you need a setting lotion. So if you put a lot of this healthy hold glaze in your hair, so way more than what is recommended, like give your hair a really good coating, then you set your hair, it works really, really well as a setting lotion. So recommend it for that as well. The fourth product in doTERRA's Salon Essentials Hair Care line is the Root to Tip Serum. This is the one that I have the least amount of experience with it because I just got it 2-3 weeks ago in my latest order. So I just apply it, just a small, like 1 or 2 pumps while my hair is damp after I wash it. And I just run it through my hair. I find it gives my hair a really nice shine. And I have less of the, the flyaways that you get. I get like flyaways on my part, like little short hairs. And those are sort of tamed a little bit better as well when I use the Root to Tip Serum. Also heard it makes an excellent beard oil. So keep that in mind if you have any men in your life with facial hair. Root to Tip Serum. The one product that doTERRA has for hair care that I have never tried is the baby hair and body wash. Now, I haven't tried it because I don't have a baby or any children. I've heard amazing things about it. The parents who I have talked to, they love it. So doTERRA's baby line, I believe, currently you can get the hair and body wash, and there's also a diaper rash cream as well. So I would definitely look into that if you are a young parent or a parent of little ones. And then the last one, I didn't really consider a hair care product until I was putting this class together. And then I was like, of course this is a hair care product. That, and what that is doTERRA supplements. So doTERRA has really high quality supplements. I've been taking them for, well, a bit over 3.5 years now. So we have here Microplex VMZ. This is your vitamins and minerals. This is XE Omega, which is your omega fatty acids, like your omega-3s. And Alpha CRX Plus, this is antioxidants. So you can get them all together in a pack. Together they cost about $3 a day. And there's actually a month, 30-day money back guarantee as well. So most people will definitely start noticing big differences in things like their energy levels within that 30 days. For myself, the most immediate thing that I noticed actually, and even today, the most obvious thing or improvement that I noticed in myself, besides improved energy levels, was how much better my hair, my skin, and my nails looked. So I really recommend, if you're looking to improve your overall health, how you feel, but also how you're looking, the quality of your skin, hair, and nails, definitely look into quality supplementation. So it kind of makes sense if you think about building a building. If you're using shoddy like materials when you're building the building, it doesn't matter anything else that's happening really, the building is not going to be high quality. So you got to give yourself the good materials to be able to build your body out of. All right, so let's get into some essential oils. So on the second page, I have a short list of essential oils that would be good to use in your hair. You could add it to your shampoo and conditioner, or you could use it in your hair care products if you're making them yourself. Now, if you're just starting out with essential oils and you're not really sure what to use, here we go. You probably have lavender and tea tree They're good basic essential oils to have, and if you're just starting out and you're a little bit overwhelmed or you're not quite sure what to turn to for using your essential oils with your hair, turn to one of these or both. I think they smell amazing together, and they're excellent for your hair. So this is a good starting point. Some other ones that I've listed off, and again, this is not a comprehensive list, but anything basically, if you know an essential oil is good for skin, it's going to be good for hair as well, because it's hand in hand, right? But some of my favorites that I've listed off here are Roman chamomile, cedarwood, lavender, petitgrain, patchouli, sandalwood, vetiver, geranium, ylang ylang, green mandarin, tea tree, clary sage, juniper berry, peppermint, and thyme. Oh, and I have vetiver twice here. There's a little typo for you guys in there. So there is a class handout if you're watching and you're just joining. The link is just in the description and you can just download the PDF. So no need to write down furious notes unless that helps you to learn the info. I have a few in here that are good for hair for specific purposes. For repelling insects, preventative insect repelling, such as preventing lice. Citronella and tea tree are excellent. So is clove essential oil. If you're looking for a little bit of shine, try out lemongrass essential oil. If you have any dandruff, wintergreen is one that's good to try. And if you have light colored hair, blonde especially, if you're looking to, brighten and lessen the kind of yellow color and kind of tone down the color of your hair, there's a few essential oils that you could add to your shampoo or conditioner to help you with that, actually. So you could put 1 or 2 drops of citronella, blue tansy, or yarrow palm essential oil in your shampoo or conditioner. Blue tansy and yarrow palm are actually bright blue essential oils. So the color in them kind of color corrects any yellowishness to your bad yellowishness to your shampoo, to your hair. Another great tip is getting gum out of hair. Just get lemon essential oil. And so let's say I've got a piece of gum in here, right here. You would actually put straight drops of lemon kind of where the gum is attached to the hair and massage it in after a while. And then if you don't think things are changing anymore, put some more drops in there, massage it in. Eventually the gum will actually let go out of the hair and you'll be able to just slide it right out. All right. Now, one thing that rosemary essential oil is known for as well, or it has the reputation to really help you out, is it's supposed to help with hair growth. So this is actually why I started adding a drop of rosemary to my shampoo. Was just as a little experiment. My hair grows really slow, and so I just thought, hey, why not? I'll add it to my shampoo. And honestly, I have not noticed a heck of a lot of difference. Although, maybe if I was leaving it kind of on the scalp, it would have more time to act. But for myself, anyway, I love what it does to my hair. But results are, I think, inconclusive so far for it promoting hair growth. Okay, so the 2 recipes I'm going to be making tonight are dry shampoo and also a salty texturizing spritz for hair. But there's a whole bunch of other recipes, so I'll just run over what you could expect if you download the PDF. if you got curly hair, the last recipe in here is a flaxseed hair gel. And so you use like a tiny little amount of flax seeds and you kind of cook it up until it sort of congeals, and it's very moisturizing for your skin, and it gives it a lot of, your curls a lot of, if you're looking for definition as well. So I have that recipe here. We got a deep hair conditioner as well. So if you're looking for, you know, a DIY kind of treatment, if your hair is kind of dry or damaged, you could try that out. We got a hair detangler with aloe vera, vegetable glycerin, essential oils with some water to help detangle that hair, you know, no more tears. And then also for kids, we got a preventative hair lice spray in here with essential oils, and so you would just spritz down your kids' hair as a preventative when they're going somewhere amongst children, which maybe not be, it might not be so much of a worry these days. And I do have a few other lice prevention options that I've mentioned right at the bottom. We got a beard oil if you want to make your own instead of using the root to tip serum. And a hair wax recipe, which I actually really like, but I'm not going to make it for you guys because I've barely used any of this recipe and I've had it for a year. And that's because with hair wax, especially this recipe of hair wax, you just want to take the tiniest little smear possible. So sometimes if I find that my bangs need like a little bit more definition, see, you just take a tiny little bit of hair wax, and it helps to kind of just define things. I also use this on my eyebrows as kind of like an eyebrow wax or like a brow gel, and it works really good to tame those little flyaways if things are getting crazy over there. So that recipe's in here. I've actually made this recipe in a video before, so you could either search for this on my YouTube channel, or if you're watching this in the Facebook group, just do a little search for wax and it'll probably come up and you'll be able to see me actually making that recipe. So let's get to making the two recipes we're going to make. So the first one is dry shampoo, and it has 2 ingredients. These are both incredibly simple hair DIYs. First ingredient is arrowroot powder. I just picked it up at the bulk barn. And then the second one is essential oils. So I thought about it, which ones I want to use, and I think I'm going to use patchouli and lavender together. So what it does actually, if you have a little bit greasy hair, or if you're like me and you have bangs, your bangs always get greasier before the rest of your hair. So this is a way that you can kind of sop up the extra oils and then walk out of the house and still look presentable. So I do have some of this in a shaker jar, because sometimes I actually shake it directly on my head and brush it through. But I also like, especially for my bangs, I like using like an old makeup brush, and I'll just dab it and brush it into my hair this way. But it's kind of hard to get this big brush in here, so I'm going to make a different batch just for the brush. So I just have an old doTERRA body butter container. Any glass jar will be safe, or if you're going with plastic, you want it to be #1 PET plastic, because it will withstand the essential oils. They won't eat away at the plastic container that they're being stored in. So this recipe is simply a 1/4 cup of arrowroot, and 8 to 10 drops of essential oil. So since patchouli has a stronger smell, I'm going to do more lavender than patchouli, I think, so it's not too overwhelming. So perhaps 3 drops of patchouli, 5 or 6 drops of lavender. This is coming out slow. 1, 2, 3, and okay. Then to mix, if you're creating something in a jar, you don't need to stir it with anything because you can just do this. Oh, it smells really good. And this small 1/4 cup batch will last me for probably almost a year, if not more. So, because you're just using the tiniest little amount possible. You don't want to have a powdered wig in the French court appearance, right? So, if you do have darker hair, in the recipe there's a variation of adding less arrowroot powder and some cocoa powder to color it. I find with my shade of brown, the white is perfectly fine, but if your hair is any darker than mine, you might want to look into adding cocoa powder, or some people add bentonite clay as well that has the dark shade, and then that works really well for the dry shampoo. Okay. Now the other recipe I'm going to make is a Texturizing Salty Spritz for hair. And I actually have made this before, but years ago. So this is when I had very, very short hair. You've had a very short pixie cut. You know that you have the worst bedhead when you wake up in the morning. So I made this spritz, and I would spritz my hair, and the sea salt and the argan oil gave it like a nice texture. My hair smelled amazing, and it got rid of bedhead. But I haven't used it for a long time, but I'm kind of thinking my hair is getting close to being shoulder length. I give it another shot, see if maybe, you know, a little bit of texture and volume will kind of give me some different looks, you know. So I did do part of this ahead of time, which is I warmed up 1 cup of distilled water already, and I added a teaspoon of natural salt. So this could be sea salt, but the salt I have in my house is Himalayan rock salt. So I added a teaspoon. You could add up to 2 teaspoons, but the recipe suggests that you start with 1, try it out, up it if you think that you would like more salty texture, because the salt can be drying. So you don't want to add too much, right? So this already has the salt mixed in. Got my little spray bottle and my funnel. And we'll pour it in. Okay, so the other ingredients we're going to add is 1/4 teaspoon of argan oil. Argan oil is very, very good for your hair. If you don't have this, you could probably substitute another oil, jojoba oil, avocado oil, almond oil. These will all be good choices, grapeseed probably to put in, but argan is especially good for your hair. So just a few pumps is probably about right. And then 4 to 5 drops of essential oil. So what I decided to go with was rosemary, because I'll be leaving this on my hair. So maybe if it's sitting on my hair and not being rinsed out, maybe my hair will grow faster. We'll find out. So I'm going to do a couple of drops of rosemary. Then I decided to go with lemongrass to see. It's supposed to be good for shine, right? So, and it would smell really good with rosemary. Okay, a couple drops of that. And then cedarwood is also really good for your hair, and I really thought, you know, I want like a kind of a woodsy bottom note, and I love the smell of cedarwood. I'm a huge fan. So 1 or 2 drops of cedarwood, whatever comes out. Okay. Yeah, so before you use it, you just first of all, make sure the lid is on securely. I kind of got a splash there. Shake it well every time before you use it, and then you can, let's make sure it's on spray. Yes, it is. Spritz your hair. Kind of give it a scrunch. Oh yeah, look at that. There, so, well, it could use some finessing, but yeah, that's just a very quick little demo. Look at that. That looks great. Okay, I might be using this multiple times a day. We'll see. So a few of you are kind of watching, but I haven't seen any comments or anything or questions. If you have any questions, just feel free to leave them in the comments. And I know it has happened before that I've done a class and I didn't think there was any questions or comments, and then I logged off and then I saw there was a whole bunch of them. So that could be the case today. If that's the case, I will answer just by typing out when I log off. Be sure to download the PDF so you have it just on your tablet. You can print it out, have it on hand, and there's just a whole treasure trove of recipes and ideas for you to try. So I hope you guys have a good night, and thanks for tuning in, everyone. Bye.